All right, I'm going to talk about just number 1 and number 2 about how to rotate or reflect a polygon onto itself. Get rid of this. Oh no, there it goes. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to rotate this polygon so when it flips over, it looks the same as it does the first time. It's not tilted or sideways or anything like that. So we're just going to talk about number 1 and number 2, or number 1 and number 3. So number 1, it's a regular pentagon. That means that all the sides are the same. And it wants the minimum number of degrees. I'm going to find all the degrees so you can see it, but you only need the minimum. So I know that the entire way around is 360 degrees. I'm going to take that 360 and divide by the number of sides. There are 5 sides in a pentagon. And so that means that every 72 degrees, it's going to look the same. So it's going to look the same at 72, at 144, and so on and so forth. But the minimum number of degrees is 72. In number 3, now we're reflecting. And so we want a reflection that when we flip this, it won't look the same. So I just want to show you y equals 2 really quickly, even though y equals 2 isn't necessarily the answer we're looking for. If we're looking at y equals 2, then I'm going to go over here to 2, and y equals 2. Oops. Erase that, because y equals 2 is a horizontal line at 2. So here's the line y equals 2. Now what would happen here if I flip this square is the square would look the exact same as it did before. So if I want to reflect and carry on to itself, then what I'm looking for are what you might have remembered as lines of symmetry. And so anywhere there's a line of symmetry, if we reflect the polygon onto itself, it's going to look the same. Now, if we're looking for the one that doesn't reflect onto itself, then let's take a look at x equals 5. X equals 5 is a vertical line at 1, 2, 3, 4. At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually the line that it's sitting on. Well, if we reflect over this line, we're going to end up over here, which isn't what we want. So this will not carry it on to itself. So hopefully that helps get you started. The answers for everything else are located here because I want you to be able to check yourself, but checking yourself is not the same as copying. Remember, you decide when you are ready to assess.